And David, could you talk about some of the specifics from the small to the big? For instance, the ubiquitous MAGA hat at Trump rallies. How is Trump has a private store that sells these? Could you talk about that, and also the family's investments in crypto?
Yeah, the hats. I was quite surprised to realize that in addition to the campaign merchandise sold by his campaign, which all candidates and all presidents do, that's money that goes into the campaign coffers that he can't really touch for personal purposes. The Trump Organization also has its own online store, and they sell all kinds of Trump merchandise that looks very much like its campaign merchandise. But this money flows to Trump and himself. You know, $20, $40 for a pair of flip-flops, a pair of beer koozies, a baseball hat. He's making, you know, millions of dollars. You know, I don't know, forget what the exact number was, but $20 million over the last few years selling this kind of merchandise, which is arguably competing with his own campaign and diverting some of the money that his supporters might think is supporting the MAGA movement and his candidates to his own pocket. That's the small end. Nobody thinks that anybody who's paying $50 for a baseball hat is actually going to get any influence, you know, over the president in return for that. That's just a way of making money. On the other extreme, there's significant amounts of money flowing into the Trump Organization now through its various, or the president's various crypto enterprises. Some of these, you know, predate his return to the White House, but I tried to look here at the, you know, all the money that he made off of the White House over the course of the 2 terms and the time in between when he remained a kind of kingmaker in the Republican Party. So. And most of it has happened around his second term, you know, shortly before through his second.